Hello.
I just got a burst of energy.
Let's fucking go.
We didn't even think we'd ever be back. Just kidding. I knew I'd always be back, but we're freaking back, baby.
Wait, how long has it been since you've recorded?
Honestly, over a month. Probably almost a month and a half or 2 months. Yes.
And they've just been playing?
No, I mean, people have been like, where's the episode?
Because it's not been coming out?
No, I haven't put out an episode in like weeks, or I mean like, I think like a month and a half. It's been a long time. I know. I just had shit going on. Like, honestly, I had literally, like, I got sick. Well, no, I had surgery. Then I got sick. Then I was work travel. Then it was regular travel. Then it was work travel again and regular travel again.
What was your surgery? Do you mind sharing?
Oh, that's right. If you haven't noticed, I got a new eyebrow. No kidding. I did end up getting a boob job. We are alive and well.
Them titties.
I will say I'm going to talk about it in like detail in another episode.
Oh, okay.
Probably like the next one. I think I'll record it tomorrow. So probably the next episode after this. And I'll talk about it and I'll give you all the deets and literally all the things I wish I would have known before, or like what I know now and what I think of it now that I've got it done. But I'm really excited because I feel like I'm so energized to be back. Like, I feel so good. And I officially merged my accounts.
It took you a long time to make the decision.
I know, but I don't know. I think I had so much anxiety or something because this is so stupid, but my whole life was over there from like pre-high school, and I feel like I was like leaving it behind because all those posts just like go away.
Also, you worked hard to, like you
grow
said,
that one.
Grow the like Minnesota-based one.
But I'm gonna use that page. I just don't know what for yet. I was like, you know what? I'm not posting anything because I'm like, wait, should it go on this one? Should it go on that one? No, Sydney would say that. No, well said, Sid would say. It's just stupid. It was so fucking stupid, and it was just making me not want to post anything at all. So anyway, but I took a break. I got a boob job. I traveled. We also did a lot of wedding stuff. I've got updates on that, and Jordan's going to come on an episode. So I'll save that for later. And then we had our Miami trip.
Miami.
Taylor and I went to Miami with my mom. And Taylor, would you like to share what happened on the plane ride back? I think that's a great place to start.
Yeah, so we were boarding the plane. Yeah. And all of a sudden I feel something up my butt crack. And I'm like, and mind you, we're also walking past all the people on the plane that are glaring. Because the people glare.
People, have you ever seen the TikTok of the people you pass in first class?
No, and they're like,
they follow you with their head.
So I'm just in my own little world trying to mind my business. Something's up my butt crack. I look behind me. It's a little like 4-year-old girl, and she stuck something up my butt crack.
Taylor, that's not real.
It is.
That's so freaking weird.
And I probably would do that as a child too.
You probably would have, yeah.
So she was just curious.
She was wondering what was up there. She said, damn, those are some cheeks, honey. What's in between them? We had a scary flight there.
Oh my God.
We went like a week ago. I think we got back a week ago. We went over a long weekend. We were supposed to go the weekend before, but I was ill for like 17 days.
And ladies and gentlemen, she still has a sniffle.
I do have a sniffle and a bit of a cough, but I'll live.
But this was our third time trying to go to Miami.
I know.
Third time's the charm.
Finally made it.
Yeah.
But on the way there, this has never happened because I have severe flight anxiety and Taylor does too. And we all sat separate because I don't know why the seats were freaking weird. So Taylor was in front, and then it was me and then my mom.
And guys, I did not have a window. I was claustrophobia, and I was window seat with no window. Two little annoying ass like 10-year-olds that had iPads, iPhones, and had their freaking screen on. Screen time.
Give them a Coke. Give them a Snickers bar.
Simpsons were on. They were fucking vibing. They asked for full cans of pop. They wanted it.
What the hell?
Yeah. So that was not very relaxing.
But when we were flying, all of a sudden there was this weird thudding noise it was loud where I was, but it was up under Taylor's seat.
And it was like boop, 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 boop. Like it was weird. No, it was.
I know, sorry. Boop, 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 boop. Watching you.
It was so, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to pass
That was
away.
actually freaking scary.
I thought I was going to pass out.
What they said it was is that the engine
was thudding.
Just casually. They're like, the pilot comes on and he goes, hey guys, we heard that our engine is making some weird noises. We're not really sure what's going on, but we're going to check it out and make sure it's safe to fly. What the fuck?
And then
I'm like, am I in Survivor right now? This isn't
then
good.
The worst part was the flight attendant came over because the mom behind me was kind of freaking out, and I low-key was
tweaky.
too.
Yep.
But the flight attendant goes, well, the good thing is we can land with one engine.
Which is also true.
It is true. So like, that's actually good to know, but also please don't tell me that.
Please don't say that out loud. Anyway, we did make it on the ground, but I'm not going to lie. The thudding was really intense. It was shaking the whole plane, and we kept having to like change altitudes. And then they came back on. They're like, yeah, as far as we know, we don't really not sure what it is, but our engines are looking good. So we're going to continue the flight. And so
we had an hour and 30 minutes left.
A reminder, we go over like a piece of hair, like turbulence. And I'm like, whoa,
yeah,
like imagine being like, yeah, we're not really sure what it is, but we're going to keep going.
And then
like,
okay. Basically they just said they called it in and we're going to figure it out. But I'm like, how? Last thing about this, I get they understand the plane. They can look at all the devices or whatever, the lights.
Yeah, but still.
But how is someone looking at the side of the
They're not looking. We don't even know. Honestly, all I kept thinking about was maybe my luggage fell out the bottom or something. I was like, maybe that's what happened. We made it though. We made it to Miami. I love Miami. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We go there like we try to go there maybe once every like 3 or 2 years. Me, my mom, and my sister. And Taylor couldn't come the last time we went for my mom's birthday, but we love being there. We stayed at the same hotel. It's called the Grand Beach Hotel Surfside. If you're wondering, if you ever want to go to Miami, that's where I would stay.
It's very like lots of foreign families,
Yep.
which is kind of fun. And we were talking about, my mom, my sister, and I were talking about how it just feels like homey.
Yeah.
Because we know what to expect.
Exactly. And I won't lie, the best part about the whole trip is that every single morning we have the same routine. We wake up, we like chug a water bottle, and then we go down to the lobby and we get a coffee and we sit outside looking at the ocean.
Yeah.
Like that, there's nothing better in the planet. And I don't care if people say that coffee's expensive and the latte, don't drink all the milk, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a crap. I'm getting a latte every single day, sometimes two.
Yeah,
and I couldn't care less. I don't care.
That's what Sid and I do is when we're on vacation, you bet your fucking ass we're getting 2
It's
coffees.
anywhere from 1 to 2. And 1 to 2 every single day. And then we do one that we shoot up our nose. And then, I mean, that's it. That's all we do. No, just kidding. But Tay, do you want to talk about how you were?
So this past weekend in Miami, I did not have 1 drop of alcohol.
I'm so proud of you.
Really?
Yes. That would have been very hard.
Yeah, in Miami it was.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, it was really good. So basically right now, because I've kind of talked about this before, but just working on my relationship with alcohol. And right now I just want to be done for right. I don't know what that timeline looks like. I don't know if it's forever. I don't know if later on I'll introduce wine again. But right now I'm 13 days without alcohol.
It's almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
I looked it up and it takes 7 to 10 for alcohol to actually get out of your system and your bloodstream and like your face to depuff or whatever.
How do you feel?
I feel very alert, no brain fog. I feel more myself, and it's kind of a cool feeling that, okay, when I go, like last night I was in a social setting, big group for dinner, and then we went to a bar after. I just had water, but it's a cool feeling that I don't have to revolve alcohol around the social setting like a lot of people do.
I'm just happy that you're at this point. And I know it's not like I was like, oh, you need it. I'm just excited that you get to experience this way, because not gonna lie, for a while there you were telling me that I was boring, remember? Because you were like, come on, have a little liquor, come on. I was like, geez, I just
Take
genuinely
don't
love it.
Shove it up your butt, come on
now. But I'm just excited for you to be trying this like different way. And remember, and I've told you this before off the mics, but I'm like, you can decide what sober looks like for you. You can do partially sober. You can do full sober forever and never touch liquor again. That's your decision. You can do whatever sober means to you for however long you want to do it.
And I like that too. I'm finding other people that are also kind of on the non-drinking journey, which is cool, and just like connecting with them. So it's been good so far. But yes, Miami, if there's any place to test your sober journey or your sobriety curiosity, it is Miami, Florida.
Yeah, because that will really test you.
Yeah. And they were having fun cocktails, my mom and sister, and we met up with one of Sid's friends, and I was like, God damn it, I'd love a little spicy mark right now.
I will say,
I didn't give in.
You were freaking strong because we got offered champagne at every place because we were wedding dress shopping.
And we got offered, mind you, at the Delta Sky Lounge, Sid goes up and asks for 3 waters. They give us 3 mimosas.
I know. And she goes, got it. And I was like, wait, but
I'm like, really? Is this the universe testing me?
I actually just wanted water.
Yeah.
I'm just so proud of you though, Tay. I'm serious.
Really?
I'm not joking. That is a big deal. And I think you're like not, I don't think you're realizing how intense that is to like make that decision and decide, hey, I'm going to try to be sober because it's very easy to cave. Very easy.
Now, so one last thing about that, unless we get into it later, I have this app called I Am Sober, and it's like keeps you on track, and also it just is cool because it shows you, so I'm 12 days, 20 hours, 53 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And you can also, it has this community section where you can literally read people, like usually anonymously, but read people's stories. And it's cool because it's not like, oh, I'm an alcoholic. It's like, you know what? I want to kind of change and see what that lifestyle is like without alcohol every weekend. So, and there's so many people like in that same boat, and it's really cool. I like reading it.
I think what's cool about our generation is I think the alcohol patterns are going to change drastically. I think that it's going to be like clean, non-sulfate wines, red wines that a lot of us are going to drink when we're older. And I think that we'll indulge maybe sometimes in really good like tequila or whatever. But I think that I don't think everyone's going to be drinking beer still and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really have a hard time. I think there will be a still good population that does, but I think people are realizing what makes them feel good. And some people can handle it and some people can't. And I'm one of the people that can't. Like yesterday, I was like, I'm going to be sober. I stopped by a bar for the Gopher game. And I'm like, I'm going to be sober. I ordered a Coke. And then this weird man named John came up. He was like, I think he's in his 60s. He was hammered. And me and my friend Tay were standing there. And he's like, yo, oh my God, girls, I know the bartender. I'll buy you a shot. And I like, at first was like, no. And this is what happens to me. And I think a lot of people can relate. He's like, my friend is like, oh, I take a green tea shot. And he's like, all right, 2-3 green tea shots.
Yeah.
And then you're standing there and then it's like, it's crowded. It's awkward. And I didn't want to like explain why I'm not drinking. And I don't know. And then I took this horrible green tea shot, which for sure is like Jameson in it or something. I could gag
oh my God.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I regretted it immediately. And I didn't know why I even did it because I was purposely there not to drink. And not that it really matters, but like, why did I do that? And then I walked away and I'm like, why did I do that? Like,
I know.
Why didn't I just say no? Because I don't like drinking.
And it is a great test too of like, because there is something in you that's like, oh, I'm scared of what this person's going to think. Even that random weird John. Like, who gives a shit if you tell him, oh, sorry, I'm not drinking.
Why didn't I just?
Yeah.
I think what happens too is, and transparently, this is like legit, but I have like really bad I actually have bad social anxiety in like group settings, like in bars and stuff. And I think that's part of the reason why I don't really like to drink all that much. I get really hot and like I sweat, I stutter. I feel like really dazed and confused. I don't know what to say. It's like, I don't know. It's really weird because I think I used to push through it and get drunk so I wouldn't feel that way. And now I just get sweaty and overwhelmed really fast and it's too loud. And I don't know. I think I'm overstimulated basically.
Yeah, no, you probably
And so
are.
then I think I just did it because I was so overstimulated.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
didn't even
this
know.
will loosen it up.
No, I just was like, oh, I'm too overstimulated to like make a decision right now. So I just did it. So anyway, I'm very proud of you for not doing it. It was still so much fun. Taylor had a blast.
Yeah.
You were hilarious.
You're
really
hilarious.
Fun. Taylor's freaking funny. I think we already knew that because you guys love her episodes. And I love that everybody wrote in though and they were like, we love your episodes with your sister. Like one girl was like, I'm crying laughing in traffic when I listen to you guys.
God, I love
which
that.
is cute.
That makes it makes my month when people write in that stuff.
I'll show you all of them after this. And I will say also, I just wanted to say a lot of people wrote in being like, thank you for being open with us of like what you're up to.
Yeah.
We miss you in your episodes, but like we want you to come back when you're ready.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so cool that people are just like out there. And I'm like, I know you because you're my listeners, but I don't know you personally. And you like care about me and you send good vibes even when I'm not giving you what you're hoping to get. Like, I just think that's really special. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. But what else? We went in, every Uber we went in, we were first of all sweating, listening to Bad Bunny, and I got motion sickness every freaking Uber. It was absolutely annoying.
I know. I kind of did too. And then I was also taking my vitamins on empty tummy.
I don't know why you did that.
And I was like,
Should we really quick talk about the wedding part of it?
Oh, what?
The wedding dress shopping.
Yes, but side note.
What?
Just to wrap up like the no drinking.
Yeah.
One of our nights, we stayed in the hotel and we just watched Real Housewives of Orange County Part 3 reunion.
Duh.
Had some grapes. Mama Kay had a little bit of wine.
She did. She loves her red vino.
Yep. And we just like, we had our little face masks and fuzzy socks. And that was like so good. After being in the sun and like, I think that was the day we actually did all the wedding dress shopping.
It was when we went to the mall because we got overstimulated.
We were overstimulated.
That was too much.
The mall was chaotic as hell. And the kids were so misbehaved.
I don't care if people think this is weird. Me, my mom, and my sister went into one large family stall. I don't care if people think that's weird. And when we came out, the women were disgusted. They were all in there. You like they're looking at you up and down, like looking at you like you disgusting pig. Yeah. I'm like, and then you know what it makes me want to do when people do that? I want to be like, yeah, I fucking peed in front of my mom. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Like it makes me want to be like, get in your face even more. I don't know why. Fires me up. Anyway, we went to 3 wedding dress shops. It was actually really cool that I just went wedding dress shopping with my mom and my sister for the first time.
It was so fun.
And you were like a trooper. Thank you for taking all those videos.
I was the content creator that entire day.
Yep. And I'm going to post all the ones that I didn't pick. I just was like giving it a little time. Little airtime.
Yeah.
I will say I'm pretty sure I know exactly what dress I want. I did try on a dress that I can't stop thinking about, and I'm not going to tell you what it looks like or what it is because I want it to be a surprise. But
so you're going to have to wait till next October, everyone.
Yep, you're going to have to wait.
But the coolest thing was, first of all, I had no idea what to expect with like this dress shopping experience. So fun. Perfect that we just did it with mom and us. And every single dress that you tried on, you looked literally beautiful.
Oh my God, thank you.
So like it was cool because nothing was like not cute. It just wasn't like you.
It just wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thank you. That's really nice.
It was cool.
But I will say, it was not what I thought I was gonna pick. Not at all.
No.
Not at all the vibe I was going for. In fact, not opposite, but like definitely didn't describe that one when I was thinking about what I wanted. But I will say it was the second dress I tried on. And I'm still going to go shopping in Minnesota because it might be here. Yeah. Like, you don't know.
True.
And I want to go with Jordan's mom and sisters and then a few of my friends. But I will say I did tear up because it made it real. Like, I'm not somebody who pictured their wedding when they were little. I didn't pretend to get married. I played house and it was more about having children. And that's why I watched 16 and Pregnant or whatever all the time. Cause I was like, oh, I wanted to be a mom like at like 4, but I never pictured a wedding. I didn't think like it would make it a part of my identity. Yeah. It's full on my identity right now.
And it's good.
When I went wedding shopping, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Overall, trip was much needed. Wedding content to come.
Yep.
It's beautiful. The dresses. And lastly, to just end on that, the second place we went to, first of all, reeked of perfume, and we put on the best acting, and we pretended just so we could get the hell out of there.
I went full like movie audition mode. Yeah. Like I was like, oh wow. I felt terrible. The lady was really freaking nice. The people were so nice. None of those dresses were for me. I actually started getting a migraine. It was just the vibes were bad. It was bad vibes. And so we got out of there. I said, nope, this is what I'm looking for. And you don't have it. I apologize. Love ya. And we pieced out. It was then she kind of made out with her and then it was fine. It was fine. She needed a kiss. I was so twisted. People don't get my sarcasm and then it's like scary. Okay. Anyways, let's get on with it. So, what are we loving? This is just something I'm going to put in every episode of like, what am I loving right now? And I wrote down clean makeup products. I've been a wackadoodle about it. You have. I'm not going to lie. I've been loving having this new obsession. It's kind of like tickling my little OCD that sits in the back corner of my brain. But I will say one thing at a time has made it really easy. Like, clean out your shit one thing at a time. Yeah. Don't throw away all your makeup just because you're like, I'm ready to go clean. Yeah. Like, no offense, but another year ain't going to make a change. And I still use that elf shit, not going to lie. Dude, all good. Okay. Yeah. But I will say, I've really enjoyed cleaning out my stuff as I've ran out. Like, I ran out of my NARS, so I bought Ilia. I ran out of my fucking whatever. So I bought like Merit. So I have a clean highlight on my one and only social media now on Instagram, not on TikTok. And it says like clean swaps. So I put all my shit in there. So if you ever want to know about it, the only other thing I wrote down was like changing one thing to healthy at a time. Like literally when we ran out of like squeaky Clorox bleach spray, we bought Branch Basics.
Okay.
Like do it as you run out. Like we ran out of like Tide, like literally like formaldehyde, no offense, laundry detergent. I'm like, holy Christ, I stink because it's so strong. And I switched over to a clean
I use
product.
Tide.
Okay, but guess what? I'm really sensitive to smells and it gives me headaches.
I think
We
I
just looked
that.
at each other like, oh shit.
I like that you say one thing at a time. Like, don't throw away something. If you have a whole thing of laundry detergent, wait. Detergent. Wait till it's done and then get the new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to become a granola.
Yeah.
Like I'm not throwing. Okay, I did throw away all my polyester underwear. Let me tell you.
That's really good.
Those underwears from Amazon that say cotton crotch, full fake lie. Full on lying to your face. It is fucking plastic and your hoo-ha girl will not breathe. So I ordered some actual underwear from Hoo-Ha. That's literally the brand. That's kind of funny. And we're going to test it out because throw away your plastic underwear. All I have to say, because things happen. She can't breathe. She's suffocating. She's crying. And it ain't good. What are you loving?
Okay, so I'm loving my platform Uggs.
I just bought some.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. I was going back and forth between the Amazon dupes and the Ugg ones. And because I love a dupe. Okay. I love Amazon Ho
Slay.
Over here. But I was like, you know what? I was reading the reviews for the dupes. Not very good. So I'm like, I'm just going to spend like $35 more and get the real ones. Because I get a discount. I work part-time at Evereve, so I got a discount. Okay.
Wait, would I have gotten a discount if I would have gotten mine there?
Fuck yeah.
No, you're fucking kidding.
But I'm not supposed to do that.
Okay, but do you have the brown?
Yeah, I think
You have the brown platform?
I got them for... Literally, I think I got mine for $97. They're normally $160.
Wait, so I
don't know. I'm not supposed to give my shit for you.
Okay.
You're not that special.
I'm
okay.
Okay.
The other thing, so my little Uggs and then Nespresso. My Nespresso is so good. I used to buy, first of all, I do not like Starbucks.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I got so excited. I got that like whatever holiday drink.
What?
I don't know, some caramel
sugar
like
cookie thing,
pecan something. It is so bad for you, and I'm not trying to be like a health freak, but
didn't it have like 100, like something crazy
amount
of
of sugar,
like
and I felt, and it did make me feel like shit.
Yeah,
like that's not a fun midday feeling.
No, that's definitely not.
So anywho, I like Caribou actually. All the Caribou haters suck my ass. I like Caribou, and their ho mint mocha is fire. Anywho, the point is my Nespresso is so good.
Okay.
It makes me save money. I look forward to it in the morning, and sometimes I fucking pop a Reese's in there.
Kill me. Be fucking real.
Kill
dog.
me.
Wait, what flavor of Nespresso?
I have vanilla, hazelnut, and caramel.
The hazelnut is too much for me. It gives me a tickle in the back of my throat. I don't know why. I love hazelnut. It's just too much.
I think I have sweet vanilla.
Oh yeah, I have that one too.
And then I'd also say lately I've just been fucking grinding on that online shopping.
Let's talk about this little online shopping situation because it is Black Friday right now.
Yeah, I did indeed spend $130 on Shein.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with us.
And right now it's currently being
what the fuck was that?
It's currently being flagged for fraud.
Oh, Deaky, okay.
Where is she?
She's just probably whining because she sees a squirrel.
Oh,
sorry, it was a weird noise that came out of
my
her.
orders are being flagged for fraud.
Okay, perfect.
I paid with my Venmo card, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. So that they're currently not on the way because something's wrong. But I've also been on Opali or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
No, Pepper Mail. And I've been looking around, and then I go on Amazon. Love that shit. I've just been kind of like, you know what? If it's sitting in my cart for a week, I'm buying it.
Sure, do it. Fuck it. Who cares? I did buy a few pairs of shoes. I did. I have a lifting pair of shoes that I want to buy, but I need to stop. Like I full on.
I thought you bought
like,
them already.
No, I've bought like 6 pairs of shoes in the last 4 months. That's
Sid
bad.
is funny, so she'll send me literally like screenshots of things, and one of the shoes was like it was like $350 or something.
Can I just say every cool girl wears the APLs, okay? The platform APLs, we all know what they look like. If you don't, Google it right now. They're big and chunky and weird, and they're sick.
Roach
and I've been
stompers.
thinking about them. They are $330.
That's too much.
No, I know, but I just wanted to like see if you were like, oh my God, those are the coolest shoes I've ever seen. But I don't think I really do either, but I just saw some girls wear them and they look so cool.
Yeah.
You know, when you see someone wear it and you're like, God damn, you're cool.
Yeah.
And then I want it because I love clothes.
I like the other Nike ones.
I got the Nike ones.
Okay, good.
I got them for like $80 or less and they're sick. And they're like metallic too. And I'm going to get, these are the Nike high tops I'm going to buy for lifting.
Those are great lifting shoes. Yeah. I have them. Mine are
Do you wear them when you lift?
I haven't worn them in a long time because sometimes it's a bitch to get on with the ankle.
I know.
The cankles, the
cankles. You got to feed the cankles, all right?
Also, I went to Shields. So disappointed. First of all, it was like the state fair in there. They didn't have any deals. Help. What the fuck?
That's really sad. What the hell?
I only got a deal on Dad's gift.
That's
the rest
really
was just regular price.
The only thing that I saw that I was like, damn, that's a really good deal was Elwood is like a clothing company.
Oh yeah, that's what you showed me. I've never heard of it.
But it's basically just like a nice you can do it. A lot of people do it with their like apparel name on it or whatever. They're like half off and I wanted the brown set really bad. It's half the price of the aloe set. Oh yeah, half the price. I should get it, but the sizings are all like off. Like they're out of shit. Can we say something? Speaking of, I have merch coming. And I have said that
public service announcement.
Months and months and months. No. Like it's literally being printed on as we speak, like right now. And I will say it has been a battle because they fucking sold out of every crew neck known to man. And it's on a really, really nice brand. I found a brand that is quality and affordable. I don't know how I did it. I did a shit ton of research. I'm a wackadoodle about apparel. I would never sell something that I wasn't proud of. I have 2 hats coming and likely a third with a special collab that I'm not going to talk about yet. And then 2 hoodies coming right now.
And she was so indecisive about this shit.
Okay, but I was care.
Helping. Yeah.
Because I care. I want people to want it. I want people to love it. And I want it to be cute for your boyfriend, for your mom, for your brother. I don't care who wears it. And I want it to be like stylish so that you're proud to wear it, even if you're a well-said fan or not.
Yeah, that's the biggest
why it was
thing.
Important.
It should be like not just for the listeners.
Because I want to continue popping out merch like it's my fucking day job. Like that's why.
So more things to come.
Yes.
When does that get here? Do you know?
I think they'll be done in about a week. So I'm going to do an official launch. Shit. I'm going to do like a giveaway and an official launch. So if you don't follow my podcast, TikTok and Instagram, or it's me now. Sorry. Wow. Not even the podcast one. It's me. I suggest you go on there because I'm going to do a big giveaway and I'm going to launch it. And it's going to be, I'm so excited. I'm just fucking excited. Like I am doing the shit that I said I was going to do. And that feels so effing good. And that's why you take time off, friends, because you can breathe and get back into it. So that's freaking hype. I'm hyped about that. Last thing that's like anything else funny. We were talking about anything else that's funny. I had a dream that I killed Zach Bryan. And I want to share this because it's very important. Zach Bryant was my boyfriend. Do you say Zach Bryant or Brian?
Brian.
Okay. Sorry about that. Luke Bryant.
I think it's Luke Bryan. You have a fucking guitar outside of your outside of this office.
Safe to say I'm not a total country like artist lover, but anyway, Jordan was Zach Bryan. He wasn't him, but you know what I'm saying. Like he was my boyfriend. My boyfriend, I felt like it was Jordan, but it was Zach Bryan in my dream. And then there was a foreshadowing that I killed him. And so we were living, like hanging out together, and turns out he was hooking up with other people. It was because I watched the Brianna chicken fried TikToks before I went to bed. Basically, I fed him breakfast and it had egg whites in it, and he suffocated and died in my dream.
Oh my God.
So I killed my boyfriend, and his name was Zach Bryan, and it was him. So anyway.
All right. That was my dream. My other thing was the other day I had with Justin, my boyfriend, had 6 cookies from McDonald's.
Okay.
They were scorching hot and I burnt the top of my mouth. And I had to take a moment. I was ripping the pen.
I was going to say, you got to just say, like, you don't just.
I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm not going to lie. And I didn't realize the heat on them. And also, so good. But I had to take a moment for literally 20 minutes. I laid down. I couldn't even look at my phone because I thought I was going to throw up. I'm serious. I literally felt ill. But the point of that story is McDonald's has normal size, really good chocolate chip cookies that come in a cute little like box, like a Happy Meal box.
What?
So good.
Well, how do we not know that?
I don't know.
That's freaking bizarre.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, last thing, and we're getting into everything. This is an episode about friendship, but we've been gone for a long time, so you need the full updates. We've been gone for a long time. I am doing a January challenge. This is a PSA for any girlies out there who need an accountability partner, who want to meet a community inside Minnesota or outside.
Non-girlies.
And non-girlies.
We don't discriminate.
I know, but all my people are my girlies. You know what I'm saying? This is for anybody who's looking to make a step in the right direction in their life in January. I think January, of course, like we don't abide by all the like new year, new you situation, but it is a time right now to start making new habits. All we're going to do is we're going to have Zoom calls that are accountability. You're going to have one-on-one like coaching calls, like not one-on-one, but with a group and me. And I'm going to also bring in experts to talk to you like a podcast, but it'll be private to the group and you guys will only be the ones in there, like basically having a live podcast you. So you'll be able to do all of that. If you're in Minnesota, we're going to do 3 walks. And then there's also going to be one surprise challenge. And because you're listening, I'm going to tell you what it is. It has to do with cold plunging. And I won't say anything other than that. I'm going to do it's going to be really fun. It's 30 days long. It's an accountability partners. There's going to be a group chat. And then I'm not going to lie. This is going to get you an entry into something I'm going to start come February 1st, which is going to be an actual well-said community. I'm not going to go into any further detail other than that. But I really, really, really want you there. And I hope that you can be a part of it. If you want any more information or you want to be a part of it and you're ready to sign up, it's January 1 and it's in the link in my bio and it'll say the January challenge. You'll see it right there. So it is worth it. Listen, I talked about this in my live episode. I hit rock bottom and I couldn't get out. And I talked to the experts and I talked to the people that knew more than I did. And I started making the real life habit steps forward in the right direction to change my life. And that's what I'm going to share with you because we all need it and we all need a restart. And I hope that you'll be a part of it. What was I going to say? And we're also going to do a lot of freaking challenges and events coming up. Okay. So I'm really jazzed. Okay. We're going to start with a write-in.
And I'm going to read it.
You're going to read it?
Yeah.
I love that. I will say, everybody, because of, I think people being afraid of their voice being heard and that I'm not changing the voice enough, I actually removed my call-in number and I'm going strictly back to write-ins. Because to be honest, I got like hundreds and thousands of write-ins and I didn't get more than probably 100 calls total, like voicemails. So I want you to feel comfortable writing in. And a lot of what we're going to do now is going to be more of like, is this normal? And like, what would you do?
I like that. So, and I'd feel if I'm thinking of myself, I would way rather write in than speak.
Yep.
So, all right, let's get right into it.
Here we go.
You're losing me. No,
so what? Okay.
I'm kidding. Okay. So the title of the advice, living alone post-grad. What's on your mind? Hi, Sid. I am in my second year post-college as a high school teacher. I have never lived alone until this past July, 2024. My boyfriend of 4 years and I have been doing mid-distance, 1 to 2 hour drive away for about 2.5 years now, and we have 1.5 to 2 more years to go. I am on a roller coaster of emotions, being lonely, struggling with friends post-grad, missing my boyfriend, not being close to my family, they're 3 hour drive away, and only getting to see my boyfriend on the weekends. Sunday nights and Monday mornings are hard. It feels like he should be there with me. Weeknights get hard because I feel like I should be with friends all the time. Looking for advice on navigating this part of life, mid-distance, post-grad, friendships, but mainly living alone.
I'm sorry. That's really tough. That is a tough season of life, and I feel for you, and I know the feeling of loneliness. It's dark and it gets scary and you spiral. I think the main thing to realize here is that this is a season. This is a season of life. And just like people who are really upset that they're living at their mom's house, or they're living maybe with a boyfriend that they know they need to break up with, or insert maybe like a toxic roommate situation, or they maybe moved away and they're really not liking where they are. That is a season of life. Is it comfortable? No. But I will say what loneliness brings and independence creates is your know for yourself. You will know yourself more by living alone, what you like, what you don't like. And guess what? Instead of sitting in loneliness and sitting like scrolling on your phone, you can make that decision to do that, or you can switch it around and use that time for you. What am I going to get done? What am I going to journal? Do I have time for a side hustle? What have I really wanted to learn? Like maybe you want to learn Spanish and you've been putting it off. You have time. And this is probably one of the only times in your life you're going to have time. So lean into that piece of it. Remember that it's a season. It's post-grad. It's fucking weird. Everybody's living on a highlight reel. We don't even have to go into that and say that. But everybody only shares that they're having the best time ever. When in reality, I think that a lot of people sit in the evenings or on the weekends alone, very sad and feeling like they should be doing more. They should have more friends. People just aren't as apt to share that. So you are not alone in that. I'll let you go because I'm kind of babbling. But
no, it's okay. I'm also living alone post-grad. I lived at home for a bit and now I'm in my apartment. I actually love it. I think it's just really good for me and I just love my little space. I look around and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I bought all this shit myself.
Yes, sir.
Like, she's supporting, okay.
Okay, girl.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be tough with the boyfriend being long distance and then that pressure of feeling like, because I think there is this pressure of because you're living alone, you feel like, oh my God, I need to like get out there. Like, I'm kind of a hermit. No, honestly, lean into those friends that you enjoy hanging out with and make time for them, but also pull back if you're just doing it to like because you live alone
or you know because I mean? You feel like you should be
you
hanging out with friends.
Yeah, I agree. Like just kind of do you and like Sid said, lean into the things you want to do. Like lately, I randomly after Miami, since we were speaking Spanish so much, now I'm doing Duolingo.
Yeah,
all right.
Too.
This is not an ad.
Hashtag buy Duolingo. Just kidding. I have the free version. It's kind of annoying because the ads are everywhere.
Like lean into those things and really just try. Like it seems like you and your boyfriend are going strong and you have a bit more time to do long distance. Try to focus on that. And then also just the present of what do you like to do? And this is just like Sid said, it's a season. You're not going to be, these lonely feelings are not going to be forever. Also, you're not fucking growing if you're not lonely.
Yes, or uncomfortable. And this is a part of growth. This is probably your dependent self being like, help me. I want to be like someone save me, make me happy, make me comfortable, make me like my job. No, it's kind of on your shoulders now. And it sucks. This is at some point between, I think 1 and 4 years out of college, you go through this weird, like, I'm lonely, I'm sad, I want someone to fix it. I'm trying to fill a void with like maybe a guy or whatever it is, maybe a job. You need to figure out what you actually like, what makes you happy. And I guarantee all of those things combined, you will have a better relationship with your family, with your boyfriend, with your friends.
And being, because she said she's 3 hours away from family. I'm lucky where I'm literally like 10 minutes. From Sid and then my mom like 15. But be thankful that you're in this position of you have like you're able to grow right now. Yes. Like think of it as a growth period. And I think that'll help a lot. Like change your perspective.
Also, I would try, and this is my last thing that I'll give you because I could go on and on about how I wish I could talk to you one-on-one to like, hopefully you join the challenge actually, because I'd love to talk to you about this. But make little things your little treat in life. So for example, my little treat in the morning is my sweet vanilla latte that I make with toasted marshmallow nut pod creamer. Like that is my little treat. No matter on a Monday when I'm like, shit, I have the Monday feels in the morning and I'm like stressed. I have that little thing that is like mine for me that I get to do. Like control what you can control that makes you happy and fills your cup. And then remember, like you get that 5 times and then you get to go see your boyfriend. Yeah. Like you have little wins throughout the day in the week. But you need to, it's a mindset shift and it's really hard. But again, it's a season and you're in control and you could always, always, always change it if you wanted to. But I don't think you want that because I think you have a good job. And I think you're happy, genuinely. So don't focus on the negative, focus on what you can control.
And before we jump into the whole thing of friendships, I'm just going to say this. Lately, I am not loving my job.
That's okay.
And sorry, but that's real. And I'm not going to get fired for saying that.
No.
And that, I feel like sometimes people, the comparing right now with the post-grad, even now I'm 2 years out, it's like, oh, everyone, like, look at her. She has the best job. She's so lucky. Like, even sometimes I compare myself to you and your job.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, jobs go in so much in waves. And right now, I'm just not feeling it. And I also am so excited about what we could potentially do in the future that excites me a little more. But I just wanted to say that just to normalize it because sometimes one thing that makes me feel lonely is thinking that everyone like loves their job and it's like,
I know.
We're
literally.
9 to 5. I'm not a hermit. Like, I'm not a little weasel.
And I hate to say it, but our corporate building is in like bumfuck Minnesota. Like, I hate to say
we
it, but
grew
it's true.
up in Chanhassen.
And that's where it is.
Like I feel like sometimes I'm going insane in a bubble.
I drive like into the office and it feels like I'm going back to my high school.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's weird. But that's not that big a deal. But I'm just saying that it's not all glamorous.
Yeah.
My job, even when I travel, I'd like to tell you, when I travel sometimes, I'm not going to like these 6 cities. I have lately. I went to the middle of nowhere, like in Canada, and I other places like in the Midwest, and like I stay in like a Holiday Inn alone, and I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of lonely, and it's kind of like I love going to the clubs, but it is hard. And sometimes travel would be a lot of fun, but I'm eating alone dinner at midnight. Like it's a lot. It looks like fun. And I'm doing better about sharing like the good and the bad. And you have to be careful because it's our job. We can't just like be like, but it is hard. I'm not going to pretend like it's not.
And I just want to be real because we're real. We're honest and authentic. I don't love my job every day, and that's okay. And there is this weird pressure being out of college, whatever years you are, 2, 5, whatever, of sometimes your work becomes your identity. And I never want to be like that.
No,
so
hell no.
I just wanted to be real with it. Real with you, and it's okay, boo-boo. It'll get better. And if there's a different opportunity, it will come.
Yes, it will.
Okay?
Amen. Friendships. That was a perfect segue because friendships go in phases. So you're talking about that weird phase after college. I would say this is how I kind of break up the phases of friendship. And I think everyone listening is in one of these phases. There's like the college where you're trying to be friends with literally everyone. You want everyone to like you. I want everyone to like me. I want to be friends with everybody. I want to be able to be invited to things.
You want to be friends with your friends' friends.
Oh my God. Yeah. Because I want everyone to like me. I want to, like you got to be liked.
And if you don't go out, oh my God, you might be not liked.
They might forget about you.
They might forget.
And they might never invite you again.
You miss one frat formal and you are gone. You are not their friend anymore.
Everyone's going to get closer than you. Yeah. And they're not going to hang out with you anymore. How scary.
Oh my God, that's
it was
funny.
so stupid. And then there's post-college, immediate post-college. And there's like, you're trying to stay in touch with everyone. You're feeling overwhelmed if you don't see people on breaks, feeling extremely guilty, feeling like you can't, you don't know where everybody is in their points of life. You're afraid people are going to go on trips without you or like hang out on weekends without you, or maybe there's group chats without you. And it feels like you're just, you're feeling and falling, like distant to your friends and your people. And that's a hard feeling.
It is.
We battle that. I've been through it. And then you get to like 1 to 2 years post-college and people start showing their true colors. And maybe you realize that you're not really aligning with the people that you were so worried about being friends with.
And maybe also this is the time where you realize those people that you were kind of not forced, but around all the time, you kind of were only friends with them because they were around you all the time.
Yep.
It's kind of that weird, like what you were saying, that you're not aligned. We're like, oh, maybe they were living in the place I was at, but we're not really similar.
No. And
that's
like,
okay.
I only call you when we want to go out to the bars.
Yeah.
And then maybe like, I realized that I didn't really wake up feeling like I had that much fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're not the person that I don't really feel comfortable inviting you over just you because I don't really think I like you that much. Like it's okay. You're like, I don't, and it doesn't mean someone's a bad person if you don't like them. You just don't really, you're like, oh, I don't think we vibe. Like, and that's okay.
That's literally, it's relationships with like, or friendships and dating are kind of really intertwined because it's the same thing. Just because you like, even if you break up with someone doesn't mean they're a bad person. Sid would always tell me that. It does not mean they are a bad person. Timmy is not. He can be a good person and you just don't want to date.
Timmy might be a bad boy.
Timmy might be a bad dog.
And then this is kind of where 2+ years post-college and on, I think things start to change. You start to decide, maybe I don't like going out, or maybe I don't really like going out with you guys and hanging out with you guys. Because the mass of the group, I don't actually really enjoy being around. I enjoy the company of like 2 people that are there. And those are the 2 people I want to spend my time with. But if I go out with this mass group who I don't really enjoy being around, I'm actually neglecting the other friends I really want to spend time with because I can't hang out with them because I'm busy. I also wrote down that like friendship starts to slim out a little bit. Like you feel like you're distancing from people on purpose and just by way of living like far away on accident. Like you're like, damn, I'm accidentally feeling a little distant from my friend and I really miss them. And this is where it starts to get important to just say, hey, I love you. I'm thinking of you. How did that job interview go? Or how did how is it being home? I'm sorry, my life got a little chaotic. I'm sad I couldn't see you. Just like, I'm not joking. What has saved my friendships is just acknowledging that like I wasn't able to see you because I was too busy, or I'm really freaking proud of you for your new job or your new move. Like, just acknowledge what they're doing, and I bet you it will mean the world to them.
And acknowledgement, what I've been reading a lot about relationships and like healthy boundaries, but acknowledgement is kind of like being seen, and being seen is like the best form of love. That's when you're seen, whether it's by a partner or by a friend or your family, and they like, just like that, even if it's, oh, how did that job interview go? Blah, blah, blah. That feels so good. So that's so worth it. Being seen is being loved. Fucking slay.
Wait, that is so
I know.
good.
I follow a lot of different relationship accounts, and that's literally the purest form of love is being seen.
Being seen.
Is that pretty?
That's really freaking cool.
I know.
Oh my God, I really love that.
And that's kind of like with friendships too.
I agree. I think that's all they need. I really do believe that.
Like you're saying, like when you went to the gopher thing, maybe you didn't see and talk to everyone as much as you'd want to, or like you could just text them.
I missed a lot of my friends. They were already there in the morning, and I came like literally 2 hours after the game to just stop in. And then I had to go to Sephora, obviously. No, but I texted my 3 friends that were there and left, and I was like, I love you. I missed you. I'm sorry. I had a long day. Jordan actually got injured in one of my classes. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but God, yeah, he's like, I'm like,
I had to drive him to the ER.
Yes, Taylor did have to drive him to the ER. When Jordan's on, I'll let him talk about it and decide if what he wants to share. But I was just like, hey, I miss you. I'm so sorry. I can't wait to see you soon. And when can I see you when you're home? Or like, I texted one of my friends today. I was like, hey, what does the rest of your break look like? And she is kind of busy, and that's okay. I will see her on Christmas break, or
oh my God,
I'm not mad, and they're not mad at me.
That's a good segue to go into the friendships or the people that give you anxiety when they text you or when they ask you to do something and you can't, and you get anxiety from like being like, oh, sorry, you actually can't. Like, holy shit, when did that become a crime?
And also, why are you hanging out with someone that's giving you so much anxiety? I wrote down these 3 things. This isn't to change subjects. I just wrote down 3 questions to ask yourself about a friendship if you're kind of feeling funky about it. Do I trust them not to talk about me behind my back? Do I feel anxious or happy when they text me? And then, do they make me better or keep me in my current habits? Those are the 3 questions. If I think about my friendships, I can blatantly right now answer all positively to all of the people in my life. I have never been in that position before.
And you're 27, turning 28 in March.
I'm going to be 28 in March.
So that's a good reminder to the people out there, because honestly, when I'm thinking about it, I have some great people in my life. Yes. And I have some newer friends that I actually texted on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I had like a list of like less than 8 probably that I texted. And I was thinking, wow, some of these are actually pretty fresh new friendships, but I have this good energy feeling with them, and they have good habits and keep me in those, because I'm not gonna lie, some of my high school friends that I love dearly, they kind of have some bad habits, and maybe I'm transitioning out of that, and that doesn't mean they're wrong, but it's important when you want to level up and you're kind of going a different route, you're going to have to change. Your friends are they're a reflection of you. Yeah.
And guaranteed, if you just put in the effort to the people that you know, like really fill your cup, you're going to feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I will say something that you kind of alluded to is that you are expected to make an effort. Yes. But the effort should be mutual.
Yes.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people get caught up in putting the wrong amount of effort into the wrong friendship. Is they see a friend that's kind of distancing themselves a little bit, and that's just a season of life. We don't know. We make assumptions, right? We say, oh my God, this person hates me, versus maybe this person hates their job and is going through a depressive episode. Maybe this person is just very busy and has a lot of amazing things going on in their life.
Yes.
Or maybe they just don't like their phone right now. All of those things could be true.
There's so many different things than just, oh, they don't like me, they're mad at me.
And maybe, let's be real, maybe this is a friend that you actually really don't like want to be that close with, because you've been maybe an outskirt friend for a really long time, but you feel them pulling away. Maybe they haven't asked you to hang out in a while. Okay, well, guess what? Why are we diving 100% into that one person? Hey, wait, when can I see you? What's going on? Hey, how you doing? Stressing over it, having anxiety over it, and then forgetting about all the other people in your community that are still you've got a great relationship with. Why do we obsess over the one that is giving us a little bit of a funky vibe, and then it ruins everything for us.
Literally what we wrote down, if you know you don't want to be besties with someone, do not feel anxious if they aren't putting in full effort. It's as simple as that.
I've said that to you before.
Yeah, take away, because I've had some friendships where it almost feels like they're getting mad when I can't do something, or they think I'm like doing it on purpose, which I'm actually busy, or like it's just bad timing. And that I'm like throwing away that anxiety because it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
Like, what the fuck?
It's not worth it at all.
Like, I'm independent. People who know me well enough know me being independent, me leaving a function early, me just doing my own thing is not anything with rude or animosity. It's actually because I like being alone. Sorry about it.
And you can add a fourth one in there. You're not drinking as much.
So yeah,
I've had to deal with that where people are like, "Whoa, really surprised to see you out," or like, "You're not drinking, are you? The time. You're not drinking, are you?" Or like just weird comments like that. Like my good friends, like shout out to Tay I too. Like yesterday, she's like, "What are you drinking? Is that a Coke?" Like just making sure do you need anything to drink? Do you need do you want a Coke or like a water? Like she knows I don't enjoy drinking. Mm-hmm. I'm there to hang with her and her fiance and like see my friends.
Yeah.
And they respect my fucking boundary and
drinking.
Yeah,
and also
respect
you're
my fucking
almost
boundary.
28. Hopefully, god damn, hope they.
Oh, what? Okay.
Fucking, I don't know what I was saying, but I was trying to say, hopefully, with their age, they do understand. Like, I'd be worried if they didn't. Yeah.
But I used to have to explain myself. Hey, I don't really know him. I don't really like drinking, but I'm here to still have a good time.
It's also funny.
Like,
I was thinking about this because last night, like I said, I was with. We were kind of on like a double date. And like I said, we went to this dive bar after, and I was just drinking water, and people were like chugging their disgusting rail drinks, being like, "Oh, it's so bad." I'm like, "Oh, I do not want that right now." But I finally see what you were talking about a while ago of like the trying to explain yourself, and it is a little sad.
Wait, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, just like it's such a weird society we're in. Like even when I was at the dinner beforehand, like I looked at the cocktail list, but there's a mocktail section on there, and just like having to explain that to people of, "Oh, I'm getting a mocktail." Like, why is that such a big deal?
I have no idea.
But low key, I know I'm gonna start a wave. I'm not
low key, literally low key, but high key though.
Like high key, bro. No, like I'm gonna start.
I've had to literally announce at a lunch and be like, "Oh well, I'm getting a mocktail."
Like, why is that like?
And then you like look around
like
this.
It's like holy shit.
Why does everyone fuck? If you want to drink midday on a Sunday, fucking go for it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to. You know why? Because I got shit I got to get done. And it stresses me out more to be tipsy or have a weird drink in the middle of the day. And then I feel terrible and my stomach hurts so bad. So mind your P's and Q's.
And you know what?
Next.
I've been way less bloated.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Real friends will respect your boundaries though. Truly, like you will realize that you have such amazing people in your life. And I think what mistake I've made on the podcast in the past, and like just as I've grown up, you've seen me grow up. So I think I've talked a lot about like, you know, and there's going to be people that don't want to do like, there's going to be so much, sure, there might be negativity. There's going to be so much positivity. There's so many friends that will respect your boundaries. And there's so many friends that want to probably just hear like a little bit of love and like energy towards them. Yeah. And I bet you'll be in a great spot because a lot of people feel lonely in any stage of their life. And especially if people feel lonely, sure, you feel lonely after college, but then things shift. You might feel lonely because your friends are having babies or getting married. You might feel lonely because you are the person that has kids and got married. And now you're lonely because you're the only mom. Everybody is struggling and feeling some sort of way about their friendships. So I think when in doubt, reach out.
Yeah. And what I liked, I'm just looking at our notes. People are doing different things and moving up at different times. You always need to remember that you have friends at different stages. I think we talked about that in another. Oh my God. Another episode. We talked about that in another episode. Also, random, but I didn't go. We just had our go for homecoming. I don't know when that was actually.
Yesterday.
No, that wasn't homecoming.
What? Oh.
That was just a game.
Okay.
I think. I honestly don't know. But I am 2 years out of college. I had no interest in going. And also the night before Thanksgiving, which used to be known as Blackout Wednesday, I did not go to our hometown bar. And that was my first time not going. And I had no ounce of FOMO because I'm so over that. And the conversations. I saw the funniest TikTok that was like the girls that you see. Oh my god!
Wait,
how you doing? I miss you. Let's get coffee soon.
We need to get coffee.
We need to get coffee soon.
Oh my
God.
miss you. I saw that
it's
exact
like, okay, no,
TikTok.
you don't. And then also, one thing I'm doing right now is leaning into the people that have good energy. So this is what I was going to say earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes if you're listening.
Okay.
And think about like 5 or less people that really feel like they have good energy right now. And that they fill your cup. And that you can do kind of anything with them, like a walk, coffee, whatever. Yep. Those are the people you should be leaning into right now. Maybe that changes next month. Who cares? But that's one thing I've been doing. I've just been planning far in advance. I cannot speak. I can't speak.
Taylor needs a snack.
I've been planning far in advance with those people. Texting them. Hey, let's get together in the new year. Literally, it sounds far away, but it's really not. It's already fucking December tomorrow.
It's December.
And then also... one thing that's been kind of different now because my friends are kind of changing a little and I'm kind of leaning into the ones I said that have good energy and leveling up with them. Sometimes your close ones, they're kind of fucking slacking with the rope. Like, come on. Yeah. Meet me in the middle.
I know.
And I've been kind of dealing with that right now. About. And yeah, we'll lean into what you're going to say. But one of my dear friends... Dearest
of people in my life.
I sounded like
I was in a daze listening to you. I don't know what just happened, and then I
sounded like Dad. One of my dear good friends.
I know,
Timothy.
holy 95 years old. How you doing? All right, keep going.
I feel like I'm high. One of my dear friends. I love her to death, but she's not like putting in the effort that I am, or meeting me in the middle and like asking how my day was. Like I feel like I am trying so hard and I'm not being met. So that's kind of where I'm struggling a bit of like, I love them. I know we're going to be friends for life. But it's like, why aren't you asking about my day at work when I ask you yours? Like, there's not that reciprocation right now. And maybe she's going through it with something. She has a new relationship. Like, I don't know.
I think that's what the question you're asking, though. You just answered is she has a new relationship she's putting her effort into.
True.
She's trying to nurture that. She probably has no clue that you're feeling this way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And maybe you can step back and say, okay, either we talked about this. I can take a step back and be like, you're not giving as much effort. That pisses me off a little bit, makes me a little sad and angry. I'm just going to kind of step back and kind of sit with my feelings. Or you could say, hey, I miss you so much and I feel a little bit of distance, and it might not be realistic. It might just be because you're hustling with your relationship and your work. I'm busy, but I miss you and I want to connect. So let's get together and pick a day. Instead of approaching it like, hey, you're distancing yourself from me and I haven't heard from you and I feel like I'm the one putting in all the effort. Yeah. And imagine getting that text versus the first one.
Horrendous.
The first one makes me want to see you.
Right when you say that, I think of one of your old friends that would do that to you.
Yeah, I know.
That's attacking.
No, it isn't. It's an attack and it feels terrible and it's immediate anxiety.
With someone that's your good friend, you do not approach it like that.
Think about those 3 questions I asked. The 3 questions I asked are, do you feel anxious or happy when they text you? Yeah. That one, immediate anxiety. And guess what? Now my good friend just went from really adoring you from afar and maybe just having a new relationship or whatever they're doing to being like, what the fuck? Why would you talk to me like that? Yeah. Like that just put a bad taste in my mouth. And now we kind of do have a problem, even though there never was one.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
So yeah, you kind of just have to navigate how best to...
I actually accidentally scratched the only zit that's on my chin right now, and I almost like winced out loud. I went like bazinga.
I feel like I was just blabbing, and I was like, "What am I fucking saying?"
Oh my god, I have a little zit on my chin, and it burns like a biatch. That's all. You know what that's from? Thanksgiving turkey. I touched my chin. I touched my chin quite a bit when I was making my freaking Thanksgiving meal. Holy Christ, and eating. Anything else about friendships that we need to leave everybody with? What are we missing? What are we forgetting? What have we not talked about? Do a little, like this weekend, do a little like navigation check of your friends. No, like a little list. Like it can be literal in your phone, or it can be on a piece of paper, or it can be in your head. I don't really care. But kind of go through your people and see how you're feeling. Whenever I feel insecure about my relationships with friends, I always just send them a little text. And guess what? Let me tell you, because you've listened to the Callan episode if you're here. I ghosted Callan for like 6, maybe 9 months. I can't remember how long it was. We are the closest we've ever been right now. as
You
friends.
ghosted her?
I ghosted her because I was anxious and I was like, I had too much going on in my life and I didn't want to explain myself to someone. I was too anxious to be like, hey, sorry for not being a good friend. You know, like I didn't want to explain myself. I felt anxious and stressed and I wasn't in a good place. And I know that Callan pushes me and like will poke my buttons and like get me out of my shell again. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to deal with it. We're in the best place we are right now because I was honest about how I was feeling. I apologized for being a bad friend and I came back around.
Yeah.
Everything was well in the world.
And
you don't have to sit in your turmoil.
Everything happens for a reason. It all play out.
Always.
So
do a little inventory of your people and say, what is my status with them? Ask the 3 questions and then just make more rash decisions based on that. You have a life too. You have shit you have to like work on. You've got people in your life, relationship, family, siblings. Those are all a lot too. And work like dynamics. Remember that friendship should not make or break how you're feeling. Like I remember when I used to get texts during the workday of like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. Or like, wait, did you tell so-and-so about what I told you the other weekend? Like weird shit. We are adults. We don't need to be dealing with friendship drama like that. And if someone is bringing drama into your life in any way, shape, or form, fucking cut it. You know
also,
why?
you know what?
What?
I was talking about this with you lately. When you feel the bad vibe, like even with people like on Instagram or something, like people that are jealous, cut the ties. Cut bye, bitch. Because sometimes people do not want to see you doing well, and I can sense that shit. I'm like a fucking witch.
But don't even put your energy into those people that you can sense this negativity from.
I can though, because I'm a witch.
Okay, yeah, I know.
I know.
But it's like, who effing cares?
I know.
You know
it's
what?
almost like
I said,
watch me level up.
Like the woman in the fucking bathroom that judged the shit out of us.
Just you were so unhappy.
Because we were peeing in the same stall.
And we all look identical.
I'm like, excuse you? Karen?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Karen. Is something wrong? Did you have a bad day? I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel. And that's how you should feel too.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Because this goes with the friends.
Hey, actually, wait. Now go ahead.
You have got the floor. So my good friend from college, I haven't seen her in a while. She lives in New York. This is a perfect thing.
Oh, cute.
We wanted to see each other on the short Thanksgiving break. It didn't work out. She just texted me, Tay, so sad I couldn't see you, but want to plan coffee and Solidcore when I get home for Christmas. I get home, blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
That is all I needed. That is a perfect example of we couldn't make it work this time around to see each other, but our friendship and our energy is strong that I'm not going to be mad that we didn't see each other. No. That is fucking immature as hell. We all have our own lives. Everyone was seeing their families. That is the perfect example of how you maintain that friendship with a slight text of being seen.
And you know what? When you don't see somebody and when they are making an effort or you're making an effort and it feels a little shady is also one of those, remember the 3 questions that I keep talking about. Maybe that's more of what you should be evaluating. Maybe that friend is not really like serving you and you feel like you're forcing it at this point. Mm-hmm. That's also okay too. Yeah. Like you can recognize that and be like, I don't really feel good about seeing you. I actually feel way more anxious than I do happy to see you.
Yeah. How do you feel when you see your friend and you get in the car after? Are you fulfilled? Or are you like, ugh?
Like you don't waste your time.
Yeah.
We don't have, time is never guaranteed. We don't have that much of it. We're busy people. Don't waste your fucking time.
And don't stop with I personally think if you really are not wanting to be friends with someone anymore, you really want to distance, do the damn distancing.
Just do it.
Don't feel bad.
You're not saying they're a bad person. You're just saying they're not your person at this point in time.
And you don't have to be besties with everyone.
And distance sometimes does a little good to a relationship. Mm-hmm. It actually brings out a better side of people.
Yeah, think about romantic relationships.
Think about friendships that needed a little bit of a break. And then you come back around and you're like, damn, I really actually respect you now. Yeah. I think you've grown up. I think I've grown up.
Like even yours and mine, I'm thinking of that. We have friends. You have friends in New York. I do too, but like my friend in Chicago.
Yeah. What the hell noise was that?
They get stronger.
They do.
Look how I'm sitting.
I know you're absolutely relaxed. I'm chilling. I kind of have a little bit of a headache.
I do too.
I don't know why. I think this is squeezing my head.
I don't want to be done. Let's do one more write-in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I feel like we need more. Okay. We need more. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a cool spot, but it is also a lonely spot as well.
It is a lonely spot sometimes, but it's okay. I think that you can have different, Taylor, you can have different times where you feel really good and different times where you feel a little bit lonely. And I think that it's more normal to be real about it and to recognize like, damn, I'm feeling a little bit lonely.
Okay, I'm going to read a quote while Sid's trying to find the write-ins. But sometimes we outgrow people who aren't growing. 4 things make relationships easier. Space to be your own person, less control, more trust, calm communication, selfless listening.
I love that.
Lastly, friendly reminder that you have 0 control over how people perceive you, so you might as well just be the person you want to be anyway.
I found one.
Okay, fine.
I don't know why I couldn't find this. Okay, it says, we're going to do one last write-in.
We'll end it with that.
To end with this, because I think it'll be kind of fun.
And I also have a headache.
Okay, perfect. This one says friendship transition trouble. Okay. I'm reaching out for some advice in navigating a friendship transition. She is my best friend. We've been inseparable for years, but she met her person last year and is getting married very soon. I've recognized that our friendship is changing to a stage of life and priority change, and I'm not upset by it at all. But I find that I'm struggling with not being chosen by her anymore. She and her fiance consistently choose to spend time with other people, leaving me on the back burner just because she knows that I will always be there. The transition started about 2 years ago, and I've yet to find my place in her life where I feel seen and appreciated. How do I communicate that I am feeling very unstable, hurt, and rejected without presenting myself as a clingy and obsessive friend?
That is perfect to end it. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's really sad.
That is a tough situation to be in. And I don't want to be the bad guy when I say this, but you waited too long to say something. And you're not too long where something's going to be ruined or anything like that, but you are hurt now.
Yeah.
And a little bit resentful of the person and resentful of their person. And that's going to create distance no matter if you feel like you're acting normal or not. You need to say something. You feel deprioritized, and transparently, there will be friends that were very close to you at a time when you were convenient, and then selfishly they're very close to their partner because that's what is convenient for them, and that's their number one priority.
Yeah.
Some people, it's called a convenience friendship and a time friendship, I call it. Like, it was very good at that time when you guys were both in college and you needed each other and you both were the yes men and you always said yes and you went to do crazy stuff, and then they find their person and that is their sole priority and their sole purpose. And sometimes that's just how friends are. And that's where you shift and drift and realize, damn, that was not my forever friend. That was my season friend. I'm not saying that's this case. I'm just saying what could be true.
Yeah, I like that. I think, like Sid said, you got to say something. Now it is a little, to be honest, overdue. And that's okay. Maybe you weren't ready.
On purpose.
But you need to say something either obviously in person, like at coffee.
Yeah.
Which is so awkward. Good luck. No, I'm kidding. But like, it's going to be uncomfortable. Just prepare. Or an idea, send a voice memo.
I would warn them too. Just be like, I am feeling a little funky. I'm going to send a voice memo. I don't want you to like take this the wrong way.
But I just want to communicate that on like, so you can hear their voice and not like a text is texting.
It gets misinterpreted.
Bad.
And also remember that you're not going in with, you can't. You just can't because you're not going to get what you want. Go in with anger.
Oh, yeah.
Prioritize this from how you're feeling, and that you know that it's not purposeful, but you're just bummed because you love being close.
Yeah.
You appreciate the friendship. Lick their asshole, give it a smooch, and say, miss you, love you. And I'm just serious.
Wait, that is so
true.
I have gone in the past, especially with the alcohol.
Hey.
I go in full force, full throttle, full in that asshole. I'm kidding. But like angry gremlin. You got to go in graceful and be okay with an outcome that is not what you predicted or what you exactly wanted.
Yes,
because you cannot control how they were going to react. Deeky doo doo, boo boo.
Deeky just came in here with their
little... boo boo. You can't control how they're going to react. So I like that. Go in gracefully, dance your way in, do a little spritz, sprawl,
yep.
Boop, boop. Then smack that ass at the end. Sorry.
I will say this is also the comment that you made earlier, and this is the last thing I'll say about this because I have faith that you guys can come around from this. I really do.
I don't know.
You're being a fucking
I know,
fart.
but you were too.
No, I'm not.
I do care about this.
I do care too. What I was gonna say was, remember that friendship when the person's pulling away and you're like literally like diving balls to the wall deep into it, being like, wait, what's wrong? What's going on? Why are you pulling away? Like, where are you going?
Yeah.
Like, what about all the other friendships that you could maybe nurture a little bit more? And what if that friend was your really close friend and now they're kind of drifting a little bit to the background of like, you have a lot of really good friends and they're still your friend and you're still really happy for them and you had a lot of amazing memories where you were besties in college or post-college or high school or whatever.
But it's making room for someone else to come in a little closer.
That matches where you are in life.
Yes.
Matches the effort that you are looking for from a friendship and matches like just wanting to have a good friend and give that effort to each other.
That's
and be
so
kind.
true. I love that because it's literally all about where you are in life, in the stages and the phases.
Yes.
And the spices.
Yes.
And the camomile.
Yeah.
Pepperoni.
Taylor and I start to get a little wonky doodle. So that's when we usually know it's wrap up
That's
time.
what happens to me. My coworkers say at work
Really?
when it hits 2 p.m.
Well, guess
weirdo,
what? It's 1:47 right now.
And I start getting delirious and like,
it's usually we need a snack and we need a little phone time. It's like, what's it called? iPad kid. Gotta get my iPad kid time in. I am so happy to be back.
Me too.
This filled my cup and I feel like I'm being really cheesy. Oh my God.
I know, it's so cringe. I can't.
This filled my cup. Hey guys, come on in. Okay, and then this is actually the last thing I want to say is I found this camera online called the DJI 3 combo and I'm going to fucking buy it because it's tiny and it's a vlogging camera and I'm going to fucking vlog. I'm ready.
And then you're going to give your sister one of these cameras.
Yes.
Really?
Well, maybe. I need these for episodes though.
Fuck.
But I'm really like, I actually want to do that. I just feel like an absolute turd and a fucking poser when I'm carrying around one of those. So
no,
but
this is what I need to
feel
tell
that
you.
way.
And anyone that's trying to build their brand. It's going to feel weird at first. It's going to feel cringe.
Yeah.
And people are going to make fun of you.
Yeah,
okay?
I've been dealing with that.
But guess what? Those people will be fucking following you when you get bigger. It's all about, it's fucked
You're right.
up. But any person, think of Alex Girl, she talks about it. She was made fun of with her little Get Morning videos. Now she's fucking loaded.
Raking in the cash.
So it's always like, just like what I think your friend Callan said to me at your event.
Yeah.
Because I want to start posting like fashion stuff. And I felt like a little weasel bitch.
You're so good at clothes though.
Oh,
you need to
thank you, but I'm like feel cringe.
No, you'll be my
sometimes.
stylist and it's going to be fun.
That's my dream, everyone. If someone can help me, I want to be a personal stylist. And that's what I want to do
Just
for my
start
living.
taking clients and do it for like $50.
It's so easy for
or
me.
do it for free for a few people.
I know.
And then
I'm like someone
Taylor,
out there listening. Help.
just start. No, I'm right here. I'm listening through the microphone, sitting next to you. You fucking turd.
I know. I want to do that. It
I'll
makes
help
me
you.
so happy.
I will help you.
And I know what looks good on people.
I'm going to do an episode on starting a side hustle, and I think we should do it about yours. So I'll talk about how I did mine, and then we should talk about how we're going to start yours so that people can like connect the dots.
Yeah. But the main point of
that's good.
with the ADHD brains is to my sister, do not feel dumb. You're going to fucking start vlogging. Do that shit.
I know you're right. I'm going to buy the camera right now on my computer.
Yeah, you should.
Okay,
Isn't there
done.
Black Friday deals still?
No, not really, but okay, I'm happy to be back actually though without being cheesy. I missed everybody. I missed you guys. Please make sure that No. In my link in bio, check out the challenge. Get ready for merch cuz holy shit, it's coming. And then also go get I have a little thing that says stay in the loop in my link in bio. It submits your email. That's literally all that it does. But get your email in there so that I can email you when the merch drops, when I have new shit coming out, when I've got events that are virtual or in Minneapolis, and like when I've got challenges. Like I literally will not spam you. I do not believe in spam emails, but just go put your email in there so I've got you connected and make sure you're following my right account. I love you. I've missed you and I'm so happy to be here. Tay, thanks for being here. And I can't wait for many, many more.
Many more. I'm not going anywhere.
And many more.
And many more. We're about to have some ramen.
Hey. Bye.